Pavilion and Invertebrate Zoo in Westminster, Colorado. This is the latest video in our Morpho Minute series. Today we are going to discover what happens to insects in winter. While we tend to associate insects with spring and summer, they don't just disappear as the temperatures drop and the snow begins to fall. So where do they go when the rest of us are putting on our coats and boots? Insects face winter using one of three strategies: overwintering, hibernating, or migration. Overwintering is when an insect stays active in some way through the winter in the same place the species lives the rest of the year.
Some insects overwinter as larvae. Common examples include caterpillars and mealworms. Some larvae find protection in dense leaf litter or by burrowing in the soil, while others have the ability to produce a chemical in their bodies that acts as a type of antifreeze, which protects them from the cold winter weather. A great example is Isabella tiger moths, which overwinter in their larval stage as a woolly bear caterpillar. Not only are woolly bear caterpillars covered in hair that protects them against the cold, their bodies also have the ability to create a natural antifreeze, allowing them to survive sub-zero temperatures.
Other insects overwinter as nymphs. Nymphs are juvenile forms of some insects that include dragonflies and mayflies.
Nymphs remain active in the winter, living in ponds and streams, often trapped beneath a layer of ice. Nymphs feed and grow all winter until they emerge as adults in early spring.
Some insects overwinter in the egg stage. The eggs that survive hatch and mature in the spring.
For example, the praying mantid female lays her eggs in a mass with a protective case which protects the eggs from low temperatures.
Some insects overwinter as pupa. The pupal stage is a semi-dormant state that some insects go through before emerging as adults. Most people know about the pupal stage of moths or butterflies, what we call a cocoon or chrysalis.
For example, the Luna moth caterpillar will find a tree and spin its cocoon. As fall ends and winter begins, the leaves fall from the tree and the pupa or cocoon will overwinter in the cover of the leaf litter.
Other insects rely on hibernation as adults to survive. These include ladybugs and box elderbugs.
You may have observed this behavior as some will seek refuge in garages and other spaces in our homes as the weather cools. They hibernate wherever they can find shelter, in hollow logs and cracks in rocks.
Honeybees also hibernate during winter. In preparation, the bees seal cracks in the hive and reduce the size of the hive entrance to keep out the cold.
The bees will form a tight cluster which is used to conserve heat. The outer bees press tightly together, insulating the bees within the cluster. Honey stored in the hive provides food for the bees to make it through the winter.
Some insects don't stick around. They migrate. A great example is the monarch butterfly.
Monarchs cannot survive long, cold winters, so they migrate. They travel farther than any other tropical butterfly, migrating up to 3,000 miles. Monarchs found east of the Rocky Mountains fly south to forests in the mountains of Mexico, while monarchs west of the Rocky Mountains travel to tree groves along California's coast.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about how insects survive the winter. Come visit us at Butterfly Pavilion and check back here for upcoming Morpho Minutes to learn more fun facts about invertebrates.